Hello everyone, we're back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks that just came to the global version of Dokkan battle. I'm sure most of you know what he does already, but let's go ahead and just do a quick overview of the unit. Feel free to skip ahead if you would like. So this is obviously Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. His leader skill is Super Physical Type Key 3, 130% to stats, and then Extreme Physical Type Key 3 and 90% to stats. Basically by stats I mean HP, attack, and defense. He has 3 different super attacks. So his 10 to 11, his actual 9 to 10 key super attack causes immense damage and it massively lowers defense. His 11 key super attack massively raises attack in one turn, which is 100% raised. It causes immense damage to the enemy and it makes him super effective against all types. His 12 key causes immense damage and he greatly raises attack for one turn as well. He gets 150% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets an additional attack, 70%, defense 30%, and a 30% chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack for 7 turns from the start of turn. He has Super Saiyan, Fuse Fighter, Over in a Flash, Limit Breaking Form, The Innocence, Budding Warrior, and Fierce Battle. And he's on a couple of category teams, not going to name them all, but a few key ones would be things such as Fusion, Final Trump Card, I believe Savers, Hybrid Saiyans, Mandabu Saga are all pretty solid teams. He also helps some of those weaker teams like, for example, Heavenly Events and Connected Hope. And his stats are basically pure without equipment is 18.6k HP, 18.7k attack, and 11.2k defense. So right here, here's mine specifically. I do have a level 5 equipment on him for attack right here. So he's going to be doing some extra damage. His link levels are decent, nothing really too strong. I do have his sticker on him as well. I like his sticker effect. It looks pretty solid. And then this is basically again his categories. We're right now running him on the Hybrid Saiyan Extreme Super Battle Road stage, and we're basically going to take a look at him right here. So right now we currently do not, I used a Yemen last turn obviously, but there's no items active currently in this turn. I think his best friend in these Extreme Super Battle Road stages 100% could be this Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Super Saiyan Gotenks right here. So linked with him, he's also giving a 40% support because there are 2 or more enemies on the field. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks has 161k attacks defensive stat right here, and unfortunately it does not look like we can get the 11 key, so that is a little bit of an issue sometimes. If you can't get the 11 key, you definitely want to aim for the 12 key. Let's just go ahead and just aim straight forward here. I'm gonna have also you attack him, and I'm gonna have this Goten at the end attack Borgos. So again, we do have 160k defense and a 30% chance to evade attacks, so watch him evade this. No, but he still actually took pretty small amount of damage right there. He's not evading for us, but 200k. Keep in mind this is Extreme Super Battle Road, and he's hitting a 5 million attack star here, which is pretty good. You know, 5 million is definitely nothing to scoff at, and he's taking double digits on normal, so this is very impressive. I really do like this Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. The reason for that is because he's just an overall just a well-rounded unit. He's able to super attack early, so even, you know, if he's not exactly linked with someone who does have something like prepared for battle, I mean, well, not for him. If he's linked with someone and they don't exactly have Over in Flash or Fuse Fighter, it still is not that hard for him to get a super attack off. He does also just do a lot of damage, obviously. As you saw last turn, we got a 5 million attack stat. Now, we did not actually get the support from the actual Goten at the end, but we did have the 40% support from the actual Gotenks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and push the Gotenks off rotation. I'm not sure when exactly. I'm gonna try and push them off rotation as soon as I possibly can. And this also, basically with this Gotenks, you want to use them with some other Goten and Trunks unit. You know, the other Goten and Trunks unit will be able to show like Super Saiyan, Innocence, Budding Warrior, and Fierce Battle with him. Limit Breaking Form, Over in Flash, and Fuse Fighter, or more so for Super Saiyan 3 / Fusion units, which is why I'm running the STR Super Saiyan Gotenks here, which is again a huge help for him. So this time he doesn't have the support, the 40% support from the STR Super Saiyan Gotenks. He doesn't get any extra links from the Tech Ultimate Gohan, so we're just going to keep him the first thought. But this time we're also able to get the 11 key super attack. So his defense now without the support is still 140k, which is a very nice defensive stat, obviously. And given the fact that he also has a 30% chance to dodge. So this is also a 4.5 million attack stat, which is super effective against all types. He got a crit anyways, so this guy definitely is just a truck. He just does so much damage, and at the same time he tanks so well. Overall, just a very well designed unit. Let's continue on to the second fight right here. So in the second fight, there's still no type disadvantage. I don't believe there's only an STR enemy at also all the way at the end. So let's see right here. I'm going to, who should I push off? I think I'm going to push off the Kid Trunks for now. Now we're gonna do this. What I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and get a rotation without any support. I did mess up here, didn't I? That's not good. We're going to heal, but I'm also going to use an Usher. Again, this showcase is 100% about Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, so I don't really necessarily care about what the other units do. The other units are obviously going to look impressive because this Goten and Trunks basically team, I mean, you could run Goten and Trunks as the leader of the team, but then you would get 130% defense, which, you know, I feel like the Tiger Ultimate Clone Leader Skill, in terms of just running the Hybrid Saiyan specific units, is better because he does give the 130% attack, 130% to defense. I can't speak apparently. He does give the 170% to defense. So again, we have him here. You should have the same exact stats, yeah, 151k. Let's see what he takes against, you know, some type neutral. We are able to get the 11 key super attack here this time. For example, we're going to be shown against this AGL Vegeta right here, that he will be super effective against all types. Unless he gets a crit, then, you know, he won't be super effective against all types. We probably will die here, I think, because unless this Gotenks gets the stun. But I feel like, you know, there's not really too much else to really show about this Gotenks in this stage. I wish he does get a dodge, though. He's not dodging, but honestly, that's not bad damage for, again, no items. On this stage, you definitely want to use items. So, as you can see right there, I do have a 3 dodge on my Gotenks, but as you can see right there, he is able to have a 30% chance to dodge. That most likely was a 30% chance, and you see it's kicking in again. So, hopefully he dodges this super attack right here. Yeah, bam, there you go. See, because of that, we did survive the first hits. Now, I don't think this Gotenks will survive in the middle, but especially if you're using items in the stage, which most of the time you're going to be using items in this stage, obviously. Most people don't really do no item runs. Actually, we did survive this, which is really good. Most people don't really do no item runs, so, like, you know, like, imagine how much less you would tank with, think like a Usher, or, not obviously, you wouldn't take damage with an Usher. I'm trying to think of Princess Snake. Imagine how much less you would take here. So we're going to have Goten and Trunks basically just clear up the field right here. I think I'm going to push the Gotenks off rotation next turn. And then after I want to get one more rotation with him, and I think we'll be good. Just a rotation with him without any well, we did get a rotation without support actually. So, you know what, next turn will be the final turn, like we show off him off in Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road right here for now. At the next, I think I'm going to hop into the God events. He would basically perform the same here. Like, really thinking about it, he would perform the same in the fusion category stage as you would here. I just kind of want to let you guys know, obviously, he's doing really well here. He'll be just as fine in the actual fusion Extreme Super Battle Road stage. The only thing to keep in mind about that is he won't have the full 170% attack and defense. Most you probably will get 150% defense because of how the actual leaders for the fusion category team is. But that's not like necessarily the worst, you know, thing ever. He doesn't lose that much. He still is super effective in there, both super attack wise and just normally. So let's see what happens if he's not linked with the Gotenks, for example. So he does still share a decent amount of links here. He does have Super Saiyan Innocence and or I believe this is Super Saiyan Budding Warrior, and no, this is Super Saiyan Innocence and Budding Warrior. So he does get a decent amount of attack here. He is still able to get the 11 key. Let's just see, for example, if you're just running a Goten and Trunks team and you just kind of want to throw this guy here. He does still have the supports, 158k defense. The reason for that is because he lost, you know, things such as Fuse Fighter, for example. He's taking 12k, but again, that's not bad at all. Especially if you're able to fully link level this guy, he definitely wouldn't take 12k. He would take no damage, whilst dishing like 1 billion damage in return. Yeah, this guy's good for sure. You know, you guys don't underestimate him. He's still really good. He's just probably not like Super Saiyan 4 cooler level. You know, that's obvious. Which, you know, at this point, Global does have the actual Super Saiyan 4 units, so they know, you know, how powerful it is. So some people might underestimate how really good this Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks actually is. But he's an amazing beast. So yeah, we're done here. Let's go ahead and show him off next in the actual God of Destruction event. We'll be right back. Alright, and we're back here. We're going to be taking a look at the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in the God of Destruction event versus the 12th stage Jin, I believe is his name. We're going to be rocking the Goten and Trunks team, which is the Kamehameha and Gifted Warriors together. So on this team, Gotenks Super Saiyan 3 does have 130% to defense, but he still has 170% to HP and attack at the very least. And with this high actual HP stat, his HP stat's pretty solid at 18.6k. He'll be able to definitely help the team out here. So we're probably going to run with Physical Vegeta Blue. So the reason why is because, again, he won't have to really worry about getting the 11 key in the God of Destruction event, at least when you're type advantage here, because obviously you're going to be type advantage. So it's not going to be much of a worry. We're going to go ahead and keep Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in the middle right here. So he's going to get all of his links active except for limit breaking form here. And let's just hop right into it. So he is again at 115k defense here. How can I drop these orbs? I cannot drop them correctly, can I? Oh, you know what? It's fine. He's not going to take... We're not going to die from this turn 100%. Definitely not. This Gotenks team is really good. We are taking 31k here from Physical Vegeta Blue in the first slot. But again, Physical Vegeta Blue is going to be fine here. So yeah, these two as a rotation is very strong because they should... I believe they share every single link except for... let me reckon they do share Super Saiyan, Fierce Fighter, Over the Flash, and Fierce Battle. So they don't share 3 links, so I shouldn't say they share like every single link except for 1 link. Because the Gotenks at the end, Gotenks in the middle is getting additional Innocence and Bunny Warrior from the Goten and Trunks right there at the end here. So we are getting a lot of damage here, and this Gotenks hits a 5 million attack stat still. Again, very strong, and he's going to do a lot of damage to this God of Destruction right here. And he does have a chance to evade, so he is taking around 30k, but again, he does have that 30% chance to evade attacks and take no damage at all, which is very, very strong, obviously. You know, again, this super physical team for this Kamehameha team, you know, this is more so of a Gotenks video, but also, I feel like it's reasonable to kind of suck off the fucking, this absurd, how absurd this team is, dude. This team is insane. It's actually crazy how good they made this team here. So we're gonna do, we have the item active right here, so we should be fine. Again, we shouldn't really die here. And next turn we may use an item depending on how low our HP gets. Again, I don't think we'll die here. So okay, 6 meals from this guy is really good. So the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, dude, he's hitting like he's not hitting too far out of this, you know, Super Saiyan Kid Goku right here, which again, Super Saiyan Kid Goku is at 79%, while my Gotenks is 100%, but that Kid Goku did get a buttload of orbs right there, and you know, he's definitely hitting harder than most of the units on this team. I would say Goten and Trunks and the Super Saiyan Dokkan Fest Kid Goku definitely hit harder than him. And Roshi dodging right there is pretty clutch. Make sure you guys, you know, during the 6th anniversary, dude, this Roshi is super insane. So we're going to go ahead and we're actually going to use an item here. We're going to take the actual Budding Warrior and Innocence links away. Let's see how he does without those specific links. He does have an item active, of course, so he's not going to take as much damage. But in the God of Destruction event, you're going to have an item active most of the time. So it's not really that big of a deal. And again, especially if he dodges, he'll just take no damage, which is obviously very strong. You can even run this Gotenks as a leader himself if you don't have the Goten and Trunks. And, you know, if you could find a Goten and Trunks friend, you can use them as your friend lead. So essentially what you could do is run this all physical team, just run all Gifted Warriors and come over help. Then bring the Goten and Trunks there. As long as you bring that other Trunks, the physical Trunks that I have in the other rotation with the friend Goten and Trunks now, you're going to be looking solid because the friend Goten and Trunks won't be able to get their dodge off, and you'll be able to get, you know, their extra passive. It's pretty strong. This team is overall definitely enough to beat the God of Destruction, man. As you see, we're just kind of destroying it. This rotation of Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Physical Vegeta Blue is so good. It's absurd how good it is. This is not good, actually. No, this is not good. Again, we're not really taking the match damage, and bam, we're going to get the active skill right here. Let's go ahead and do this. I mean, this is no support that the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is in. You know, he's still doing pretty well for no support. You know, 40k, you might look at that and be like, oh my god, 40k, that's crazy. But you know, that's kind of normal for the god event, honestly. Unless you're like, LR Evolution Blue Vegeta or freaking LR UI Goku, you know, you're not really going to be taking double digits here. For like this, for as old as this Gotenks came out, dude, he came out on the 2017. June 1st, 2017 is when he came out. And surprisingly enough, it's exactly 4 years. Well, it's almost exactly 4 years, about 10 days off that he got his EZA and Global since he was released in JP. You know, obviously that's kind of different, but it's still pretty nice and decent to really think about, you know, like how old this Gotenks actually is and how good he is compared now. Like, I would say he's better than this Trunks. Honestly, I would say he's better than this Trunks right here, which I'm sure global players at this point know how absurd this Trunks Goten and 18 are. I would say it's not really a competition that this Gotenks is better, you know? This Gotenks is just so good. I feel like I'm not really seeing, like, he came out just last night, but I'm not really seeing, like, especially since he came out in JP, no one really, like, talked about him that much, because he was just kind of in that Goten and Trunks celebration there, and people were like, oh, you know, that's cool, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks easy, but obviously people were excited for, more so, people are more excited for things such as, we're not going to use an anime here, I don't care if we die, by the way. People are more so excited for, you know, Cooler against Super Saiyan 4s, maybe even Angel Goku. I see a lot of people excited for him now. See right there, bam, that Gotenks right there took no damage from that super attack. That super attack still to this Gotenks would have done around like 200k or something. And he just says no damage, because he does have that 30% chance to evade for 7 turns. Again, I'm not going to really show this Gotenks in a long event, because you're not going to really use this Gotenks in the long event because of his passive. That attack 70%, defense 30%, and 30% chance to evade. For 7 turns only, this definitely makes him 100% a short event unit. So I don't really see the point in showing him in like an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage or the GT Legendary Goku event, because more times than not, you're not going to really take him in there. Though I will say he'll be a pretty decent option there. He's not going to be the best. Like in the GT Legendary Goku event, he will kind of help you against the actual final phase again, but other than that, it's not really like, I said again, against Super Saiyan 4 Purple Goku. I'm Legends apparently. What is wrong with me? What's going on? But yeah, the Super Saiyan 4 Int Goku, he'll be helpful there, but in the last phase against the Tech one, he'll kind of get cream pied, honestly, because he won't have that extra defense. But yeah, pretty clean run, honestly. We only had to use one of the snakes, again the Icarus item as well, but considering, you know, this team is just super strong and definitely a very optional team, and the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks was a huge part of it, with his dodging, with the amount of damage he did. Overall, a fantastic unit. Let me know what you guys think of the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks by using. I'm not going to show him in the Fusion Super Battle Road again. I was considering it, but nah. I think this is good enough. We saw what he does with support, without support. You know, against multiple enemies. A 170% defense team, 130% defense team. He's putting up very strong numbers. So yeah, again, let me know what you guys think. He's on multiple teams. I really do enjoy this unit. He's probably one of my most favorite to use EZAs. He's not like the best EZA, but he's one of the more fun ones because of his different super attack effects. You're gonna have to think about, you know, oh, how can I get the 11 key, or you know, you kind of can be like, okay, if I put him here, he will have a 30% chance to dodge. You know, he's kind of fun and a little RNG. Like these RNG based units, if they're done well, like this Gotenks, can be very fun and very interesting to use. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you all for watching till the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.